So what's the fallout from the Alabama game?
I mean, it was a rough way to lose, especially coming back from being 20 down. But I mean, it happens. It would probably be one of the greatest comebacks in the history of Kentucky basketball if we would have won that game. But we fell short. Hard loss for us. But I mean, we're 2-2 now. We just got to focus on South Carolina.
Josh, what have you guys learned about the road and what you need to do differently there?
Just execute. Talk, because I mean, like, there's a couple plays towards the end we didn't execute right because people didn't relay the call and people couldn't hear each other because it was so loud in there. So we're primarily focused on that in practice, just trying to pick up intensity and just play harder all the time.
You got a lot of road games. I mean, do you look at the schedule? I mean, like, only 2 of the next 6 are at home or something like that?
Yeah, they said something like three or four were on the road, and we've already played one. Or this next one will be another one. So, I mean, we got a tough schedule ahead of us, and definitely on the road it's gonna be hard. But I mean, we're just trying to focus. I mean, just primarily focus on getting back to the way we should play basketball and not let them take us out of our game.
How disappointing, Josh, was it that you couldn't be more of a bigger part in the comeback attempt?
I mean, personally, it was disappointing just not being able to help my teammates out especially when they needed me or something, to grab a rebound when they couldn't get it because they were guarding much bigger guys or something like that. But I mean, sometimes you just have those nights, and I mean, they did great coming back on their own, all 5 of those guys, and I mean, they executed and they just played with great intensity out there. So I mean, I didn't even want to play because they were doing so good. I didn't want to mess up their flow. So I mean, they did really good and they came back, and we just fell short one time. So hopefully we get back on our game here.
Do you have a chance to talk to Terrence much about things what's his reaction to the whole language situation with Calipari?
He's not worried about it. I mean, he's here to get coached, and he's here to play for Coach Cal, and whatever happens. But I mean, that's in the past now, and I mean, we're just trying to focus on South Carolina and just trying to get that out of the way now, and just primarily focus on basketball.
Josh, when you talk about communicating and not letting things get you out of your game, this place is pretty loud. South Carolina was pretty loud last year. You remember that? What do you have to do to deal with that stuff?
Yeah, I mean, since I've been here, we haven't had much success on the road in South Carolina. I mean, they got a great crowd, real loud, real intense, real vocal, and they definitely can get you out of your game quick. Just by chance and stuff, and just being loud, not letting us be able to hear our teammates or whatever. But we're just going to come out there and just try to relay calls. I mean, all 5 of us talking at the same time, just so everybody hears the calls, and we're just going to try to come out and play our game and take them out of their environment.
Devin Downey's gone finally. Is that a relief?
Oh yeah, it's definitely a big relief. I mean, he's one of the greatest players to play there. Playing against him for 2 years in a row. I mean, he was a tremendous player, and I mean, it's a big relief for us that he's gone finally.
How much has Coach focused on communication with you guys this week in practice?
Yesterday was primarily all about communication, just all 5 guys relaying calls. That they didn't, we just kept doing it until all 5 guys did it. And if somebody wasn't going to do it, then he just said just step off and somebody else get on. And so he was primarily focused on just communication because we got to have that on the road.
Josh, what about not giving up second chance points against a team like South Carolina who kind of lives on that stuff?
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely a great offensive running team, and we did a lot of rebounding drills yesterday to focus on boxing out and getting the ball. So hopefully we can carry that over from practice into the game.
How would you define, Josh, you a couple of times you said we want to play our game, not let them get us out of that. What is that game?
I mean, just sharing the ball, all 5 guys being, talking, getting us into our plays, not letting us, just running and taking crazy shots when we shouldn't take them. Just at times slowing the game down when we have to, but playing up tempo for the most part, and just I guess sharing the ball primarily.